Hola, mis amigos. Welcome back. It's your dear old pal, Mr. McCarthy again, coming at you with Chapter 8, decimals. Your goal, in, well, not in life, but Chapter 8 is to be able to state that you can identify that thousands, well, not thousands, that would be thousands, but, typo, thousandths can be represented with 3 decimal places or as a fraction. All right, so let's continue. THOUSANTHS. I'm trying to crank a bunch of these out, so I'm not going back to fix it right now. But y'all can handle that. It's all good. Okay, you can look at this page. These are the slides that are available for you in Schoology as well. We've really only got 3 lessons in this chapter. The first one's understanding thousands. The second one's comparing decimals. And then the third one will be rewriting decimals as fractions or mixed numbers, which I can't remember if we've done that or not. All right. Here's the mathematics guy and his twin brother, clearly. Feel free to pause me, jump into the slides, watch whatever brilliance they're going to drop on you, and then come back and continue with me. All right? I'll give you like a 5-second pause. You can pause me and do that. All right, welcome back. Mind's blown, right? Of course. Okay. Understanding tenths. Knowing simply that a tenth is one of 10 equal parts in a whole. So this represents one whole. This is 1/10 on the number line or 1/10 of the box. This would be 5/10 on the number line or 5/10, 5 out of 10 parts of the box shaded. This should all be prior knowledge. That's why it's called prior knowledge, because y'all know this stuff already. Hundredths is when you were dividing a unit into 100 equal parts, which is why you've got all these itty-bitty tiny little fuzzy lines that you can't see. One thing, when I start getting into these number lines, I kind of like to, especially if I'm dealing with hundredths, I like to just go add some zeros on here. So I know that it's both 1/10 and 10 hundredths, 2/10, 20 hundredths, 3/10, 30 hundredths, and so on and so forth. So that when you see this dot here, well, if that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or this one right here, if that's 0 and 0 hundredths and 0 and 10 hundredths and 0 and 20 hundredths, you just count your way up to 16 and you got 0 and 16 hundredths. Okay? Let's have a little mellow tonight. Wait till the 3rd or 4th lesson, I'll be good and sassy after that. 10 tenths equals 1 whole. 10 hundredths equals 1/10. And you should be familiar with that right here. And 23 hundredths also represents 2/10 and 3 hundredths. And a place value chart's a great way to represent that. You've got 0 ones, 2/10, 23 hundredths. You read that as 23 hundredths. Okay. We do it all the time. You're guilty of it. Your teachers are guilty of it. You see this over here, and the first thing you're thinking is, 1.25, which, yes, but to read it properly as a decimal, to read it properly as a number, you are reading 1 and 25 hundredths, or as they say first, 1 and 2/10 and 5 hundredths. You get back to where you go, oh, wait, I'm in the way. 1 and 2/10, 5 hundredths. You never really say that, but it is what it is. But more appropriately, 1 and 25 hundredths. Okay? Comparing decimals. Again, you should see that 2 and 3/10 is going to be more than 2 and 13 hundredths. If you get a little, mixed up, you can always add that decimal and you're comparing the 30 to the 13. 2 and 3/10 greater than 2 and 13 hundredths. Okay, this is one. People see 13 and that's bigger. Oh my gosh, 13 is bigger than 3. Let's go. No, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Pay attention to when it's trying to trick you. This part should be review, because I know we worked on rewriting fractions as decimals by finding a common denominator, and the common denominators we're looking for. And I'm just going to keep that little 0 that I left lingering on the screen, because if you can get your denominator to be a 10 or a 100 or a 1,000 and so on and so forth, then you've got your tenths, hundreds, thousands. Okay, so 1/5 times 2/2. Remember, you're really just multiplying by 2/2. That equals 1. gives you 2/10, and lo and behold, 2/10 equals 2/10. Who'd have thunk it, right? When you're doing the improper fractions, you break it down into a mixed number. So I would just take this 5/4 and I'd do that, 1 and 1/4. So then really you're just getting the 1/4 is going to equal 100. It's good to know what a quarter is there. And then you're going to get 1 and 25/100ths. So the way the book does it is like, okay, but it's not maybe exactly how I go about it. Okay, let's see. And then the same thing as writing a mixed number as a decimal. You're just converting the 3/20th part to 1500ths. Find that common denominator that converts easily to a decimal, and you'll get 1 and 1500ths. Now, rounding. Again, this should be reviewed. Okay, if you were rounding to the nearest whole, not what I was supposed to do for rounding. Interesting. If you're rounding to the nearest whole number, either 4 or 5, you got to look at the digit after the whole to see what you're going to do. So here's my whole number. The digit after is a 3. Anything from 0 to 4, you're going to round to the previous whole number. So that's going to be a 4. Anything that's 5 and up, you're going to round to the next whole number, which is 5. Okay, same concept of rounding you guys have been doing hopefully for a few years already. 10th is the same idea. You just look at the decimal following. Okay, let me clear my mess here. And sometimes I like to do this just to help a little bit. Okay, so for rounding to the nearest 10th, we look at the digit after 0 to 4. Go down to the previous 10th. If it's 5 to 9, you go to the next one. 2 and 3800ths is going to round up to 2 and 4/10. How am I doing on time? Oh my gosh, talk too slow. Today's assignment could be this, or it's going to be whatever your teacher says. Don't take this as gospel truth. Just do what your teachers tell you to do. Practice your IXL. Get these skills reviewed. Okay, and then independently, you've got some chapter review to work, or not chapter review, chapter preview to work on. Boom. Pause me, do these, and I'll pop the answers up. All right, you got it, good. So in here, 0 and 700ths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 0 and, did I say 700? 7/10. 56/100ths there. Okay. Boom. Bang. Next one. You're supposed to pause me. All right, you got it? This is clearly divided up into tenths. So 1/10, 2/10, 3, 4, 5/10, 6, 7, 8/10. This one's divided into 100ths. Again, to help me out on this, then I'll do so on. So, there. All right. Oh, do this, pause me. All right, good, you got this one figured out. 3 and 6/10, 65 thousandths. How am I doing on time? 9:07. Come on, McCarthy. Light a fire. Oh, all right, which one is greater? Wait, do these, pause me. I'll start when I unfold my arms. All right, beautiful, no messing around. 2800ths, 5000ths, greater, 1200ths. Oh, 7/20ths is going to be 3500ths. Yep. This is going to be 1 4/10ths and 2 and 7500ths. Boom. Got it. Good. Moving on. Ooh, pause me. Do these. All right, here we go. All right, figure out one was wrong, tell your teacher, and then, you know, have a laugh at my expense. I'm tough, I can take it. Nice! 10.5 minutes. I'm awesome. As always, these lesson numbers may or may not match up as IXL changes over the years. So you can always go to your 5th grade skill plan for math and focus and click the IXL lessons that go with Unit 8. So that's that. There's your first lesson for you. Enjoy. Be a nice short unit together. And that's all I got. Be well. I'll catch you mañana. Make sure you change clothes. I'll warn you right now, I'm not gonna because I'm starting the next video in 2 minutes. So there you go. Bye, friends.